Guys, welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, my name is Sarah and I am super passionate about helping people declutter their homes and make small changes towards simple living. And today I'm going to share with you some of my favorite minimal hacks. So whether it is that you love that minimal aesthetic and you want more of that in your home, or there are certain areas of your home that you are striving for a simpler alternative, or whether it's that you're living in a small home and so you're needing to make the best use of that space, this video is for you. So guys, if you have been following me for any length of time, you know that I have been a minimalist for 9 years. And over that time, I have learned some really good tricks to making minimalism a little bit helpful or to think outside the box. So today I'm going to share some of my favorites with you. As always, everyone's home and life is so different. So please take what you like and leave what you don't. I certainly have nothing against bedside tables or throw cushions or any of those wonderful things if they are making you happy. However, if you're finding that these things are getting a bit overwhelming, these are some hacks that might help. My first hack is if you would like to get rid of your bedside tables. If you have watched any of my other home tours, I'll link some up here. You will see, and I get comments on it all the time, that my husband and I don't have any bedside tables. I get lots of questions as to why or how we make it work. And I have two things that are really helpful. And one of them is a book light. I'm a very avid reader. I read a lot of books and I actually prefer a book light to a lamp because I can adjust the light amount as well as the color depending on what outside light I have. But I actually just keep a book light clipped on the side of my bed, and this is really helpful if I have a little one that gets sick during the night. I can just clip on that book light and I get a small amount of light to be able to help a kid or find something for them during the night without having to turn the full lights on, as well as having a light there for the books, and then I can turn it off straight from bed, which is super helpful. And the other tip I have if you're looking to get rid of your bedside table is these pockets. I'll link them below. They are from IKEA. They're actually designed to be like a remote pocket for on your lounge, but I just put it on the side of our bed, and that way my husband can put his glasses and his phone in these little pockets. It keeps them off the floor. It makes sure that no one treads on them or they don't get broken during the night, but he still has them there for first thing in the morning. Me personally, I actually really like to sleep away from my phone, so not having a bedside table has been really good at making me put my phone somewhere different as opposed to right beside my bed. I find I sleep better without it and it makes me less anxious. I also find that bedside tables can be real clutter magnets, and particularly if, like me, you have any trouble with sleep or disruptive sleep, minimizing the amount of stuff that we have in our bedroom and around us when we sleep can be really helpful. So if that's something that you struggle with, you might want to give it a try, getting rid of those bedside tables, let that clutter magnet live somewhere else, and then you can rest easy at nighttime. Number 2 is like items. If you love that minimal aesthetic, like items is going to be your friend. So if you can see behind me here, I love these white baskets. I actually got mine from Kmart, but I will leave a variation of an Amazon one that you can buy. But when I decided to buy them, I just decided to go all out, and any other baskets I had over time, I've replaced with those same white baskets. And just that repeating of the same colors or this exact same item really helps to reduce visual clutter. It helps to make things seem cleaner and clearer. So if you are looking for that minimalist aesthetic as opposed to just all the other benefits of simple living, like items is a great way to go about it. Another area that I use it is I have all the same colored coffee cups, so that when I have open up that cupboard, or when I'm getting coffee for friends and family who drop by, it's all the same color. Especially if you have like open shelving in your kitchen or in a bathroom, this is a great way to just repeat those same items. And if you are an interior designer by passion, you will know that is actually across the board, whether you're a minimalist or not. Repeating items is really pleasing to the eye, and it can really help achieve that minimalist aesthetic. Number 3 is to store out of sight. So is again with the minimalist aesthetic, but also if you're living in a small space and like counter space is of prime real estate, you don't want to be wasting that by having items out on your bench all the time when they can be put away. So for us, I actually put our kettle and our toaster away every day, just so that I have those clear kitchen benches. I highly recommend getting a little tray if you are going to put your toaster away. It just catches all those crumbs and makes it really quick and easy, even for my older kids, to put the toaster away. It just helps a space feel a lot crisp and cleaner if an item's home is off benches or countertops, that sort of thing, particularly in the kitchen. It'll make it feel so much clearer and fresher. Another way that you can use this out of sight principle is by using baskets. So if you look behind me, that's actually our toy storage, but you would never know because the boxes and baskets that I use, you can't see inside. So their kids can just come and pull them out when they need to, but when I'm sitting here having a coffee at the end of the day, I don't have all that visual clutter and it's all packed away, out of sight, out of mind. Number 4 is bulletin boards or whiteboards. I really recommend this, particularly if you yourself are a visual person or if you have kids that are really visual. That bulletin boards or whiteboards make for a really quick and easy way to organize items that you might only have for a small amount of time, like tickets or invitations or coupons that you're going to use. You can use a magnet to pop it on a bulletin board or a whiteboard, and you can also leave yourself notes. My kids are great artists and I love to showcase their work. So bulletin boards and whiteboards are a great way for them to choose some art to have up at any one time, but then it's super quick and easy for them to change that up as their next masterpiece is ready. They can put that up and we can love and enjoy it. The same for their awards that they get from school. I usually don't need to keep them forever, but it is so fun for them to be able to display it for that short period of time while it's still new, and then I can either file it if it is something I want to keep, or we can recycle it once it's time to go. But the beauty of this is it's so quick and easy. You can do it with photos. My girls like little quote or scripture cards on their bulletin boards. The possibilities are endless. It also, like I said, gives a really good space for those items that are only going to be here temporarily, which might be laying around on your kitchen bench or on a desk. So they're up, you can see them, but they're organized and really quick to go through and change. Number 5 is switching out wrapping paper for a plain either brown paper, which is what I like to use, or just like a plain silver or gold paper. The reason I like this is brown paper has so many uses. I have used it for grazing tables. I have used it for every kind of celebration. I don't know about you guys, but my kids, it feels like they get invited to a birthday party every other week, or someone has a birthday party on the weekend. So it's great that we have the brown paper there, and then the kids or yourself can actually personalize that depending on who and what the gift is for. So with my kids, I'll either let them draw or paint on the brown or white paper. They can use stamps, they can use stickers. If it's for a gift for an adult, you can look up some really quick and easy paper flowers. These can be made just using white paper. You can use some jute twine, stuff that's really simple. But then instead of having to have a wrapping paper for every occasion, or not having any wrapping paper that suits the occasion that you need, you've always got something on hand that you can make beautiful, you can personalize. You can even, instead of using a card, you can write straight on it. It's a great minimal swap. Number 6 is utilizing smart lights. And if you're not currently familiar with smart lights, Basically, there are so many different brands you have to pick from now, and they are really affordable. You don't need an electrician, as you're just replacing the bulb. And then the bulb, it talks through your internet Wi-Fi, and you can turn the lights on and off. In our case, we can change them lots of different colors. And this is a really affordable way, particularly if you're renting, so you're not wanting to be changing out light fixtures in a rental. This is a great way of personalizing your home. It can also make a space feel much warmer because I can change the light amount, I can change the light color. We set timers in our house, so the lights will come on as the sun goes down. You can set it to change by the sunset time in your home. That's what we do. We set it to as the sun goes down, our lights come on, and then heading towards our kids' bedtime, the lights actually start to dim. And this is just a great way of preparing ourselves for bed. It lets all that good natural melatonin kick in before kids are going to sleep. And it also just provides that really nice calming atmosphere. There are so many fun things you can do with it. If you look behind me, I actually have one set up in a little lamp that I can change color, and it just provides that nice bit of warmth to what would be a dark corner. It doesn't take up any extra space because you're replacing the light bulbs that are already there. You can also change the light based on what you're doing. So here in my kitchen, after I've done dinner, I actually love it when the lights start to go down and it just feels really nice and calm. But before dinner, when I'm helping kids with homework or projects, we can have those lights nice and bright so we can see what we're working on. Another great feature is that if you have it in your bedroom, you can turn it off from your phone, or if you have them linked to like a smart service like Alexa or Siri. That is another great item because you then don't have to get out of bed to turn the light off. If that's not enough for you to switch to smart lights, I don't know what is. But from a minimalist point of view, it can mean that you maybe don't need as many lamps or any at all. If you want to go down to just one lamp in a room, if you put a smart bulb in that lamp, you can use it as a reading lamp, lower it later at night, use it as a night light in your kids' rooms. That's what I do. I set theirs to blue, turn it right down, and it just makes a beautiful ambient light without being too overpowering, and it will turn itself on and off so I don't have to remember it. It is great at creating that beautiful cozy feeling or doing something fun for birthdays or sporting events. You name it, you can find a color for it without adding any extra furniture to your home. Number 7 is white, or maybe gray. So if you are like me and love that minimalist look, when you're picking out furniture, particularly those bigger pieces or those pieces that you're going to repeat, like my stools behind me or my coffee tables, white makes a really good base. And there's 2 ways that this works. One is that white is a lot less obvious in your home, so those items look less big or look less cumbersome. If you look at the white storage unit I have behind me, it just provides a really good foundation for that minimalist look. It also makes colors pop, which means you need less color, as in less items of color, before you see the pop. So in this room, I have mostly white furniture, except for my chairs and my rug. And I find that because everything else is those neutral tones, when you add the color, it really does pop so well, which then means you need less pieces of color to get the same maximum effect. Number 8 is make your bed making process as easy as possible. I know that lots of people love throw cushions, and if that is you, keep using them. But if you are finding that making your bed every day is a bit of a hassle, or that it's taking a long time so you tend to put it off, sometimes just streamlining that process. I actually don't use a top sheet. I know that's super controversial. You can leave me some comments down below about that. But it makes it super quick and easy for me to make our bed. I don't have any throw cushions. I just have 4 pillows and our doona cover. That's an Australian word. I'm trying to think of what a quilt cover, I think, is what everyone else calls it. And so basically, it's super quick and easy for me to make our bed every morning. I don't procrastinate it. I usually do it straight after we get up. That way it's done for the whole day. And if I could say anything about minimalism, I think your bedroom is a great place to start. Just because we know from science that having less items in our bedroom make us sleep better and help us to stay calmer. So if you're gonna start this journey towards minimalism, I highly recommend starting in your bedroom. It should be a place where you feel happy and calm. And if simplifying your bed routine to keep it crisp and clean and still really beautiful, this is the way to go. So guys, I hope that some of these tips have been helpful for you. I can't wait to hear from you guys down in the comments. If you're not already, we would love to have you join our Facebook group. I'll leave a link for that down below. It is a great place for you to share your minimalist rooms or your decluttering projects, and there is a whole group of people there that can't wait to cheer you on. So guys, if you haven't already, I would absolutely love to have you subscribe, join our YouTube family, and I am here for you guys every week with heaps of minimalist content. Here are some other videos I think you might like, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.